Okay, so like I was saying earlier, until we get the spindle trammed, you know, we can't machine this down flat, because you know, I have only put that into tram just with a you know, a T-square, and it's not good enough. Okay, so that's the next thing. But what I personally use in conjunction with that DTI gauge is a granite slab. I acquired a couple of granite slabs some years ago, and they've come in very useful. They are extremely flat. That's why people use them. Okay, so I am going to get the granite slab on here, and using the same sort of technique as probing, okay, I'm going to get that perfectly flat on here just by putting shim material under it in certain areas to get it perfectly flat. Like I say, using exactly the same process as probing the bed. This is quite heavy. It weighs about probably 20 kilos, maybe 25 kilos, somewhere around that, which is about 50 pounds. Now that is really smooth and flat. So now I'm going to probe it in 4 different areas and shim it up to make sure it's perfectly flat. Okay, I've got this now perfectly flat within less than 1/1000th of an inch over its entire surface. So I'm going to bring it now to the middle, like this. Okay, so let's take it down. And all you simply do is rotate this around and notice the change of the needle. Let me see. That's reading 90 there. 90. And just under 90. So let's I'm going to set this at, I'm going to set the 0 at this point. Okay, which means, you know, in the X direction over here at 9 o'clock then, as it were. So let's set the 0 there. Okay, and you can see as I move forward to the 6 o'clock position, it's 0.2 of a millimeter change. And over this direction, that's 0.05 of a change between here and here. So up and down that way isn't too bad. Take it over the back here. Oh, that's way out. This is, here we have 75, and there we have, so it's pretty well half a millimeter out of tram in this direction, like this. Okay, so about 90 there. Let me check that again. It's 0.15 out there, so it's just slightly out of tram here. Needs to come down, so this actually needs to be twisted that way very, very slightly, but it needs to, the bottom needs to come out this way. Quite a bit. So I'm going to get some shim stock material now and undo this bracket so I can put some shim stock under the bottom here to just move it very, very slightly. We're talking, you know, sort of a couple of thou. Okay, I've got some shim brass. And I'm going to put up, slide up in underneath here. Find the right spot to put it. That side, whatever you do to one side, you've got to do to the other. Okay, that's about 4 thou actually. Sneak that up. Okay. Let's zero that there. Okay, so we got it down to 0.2 of a millimeter. And the side to side that way hasn't changed. So I'm just going to cut another shim and add to that underneath. Okay, after about 20 minutes of shimming up underneath here, okay, I've got it to within, well, oops, take my hand off that. You know, it's within, it's less than 0.0, it's actually 0.03, something like that. So, you know, it's good. You know, you're not even going to see that. It's less than a thousandth of an inch over a distance of, what, 4.5 inches. So it's not going to show up on a 2-inch tool, anything. Okay, so we've got that done. Okay. Okay, so everything now is sorted out. Now I've wrote a very quick program in Carveco, giving me a 1mm depth of cut, which should, you know, it's going to skim the whole surface, and considering the total depth is just around about 0.5 mm, you know, I'm sort of playing it safe. because I didn't, you know, sort of probe every inch of this. So I'm sort of making sure that, okay, it's going to skim everything out. And so yeah, millimeter in Z that I'm taking out. And of course this is 2" or 50 millimeters. And the step over is 22 millimeters. And feed rate is 40 millimeters, but I will be starting it up on like 50% of that. And make sure everything's cut in right, because this is a, you know, it's a big tool. These motors aren't known for being high torque, although there's a fair bit of torque. You know, when you get up around the 18 to 20,000 mark. I'll be running this at 18,000 RPM. Might knock it up a little bit more. After you tell a lot by the sound of the cut, as well as the look of the cut. And well, we'll see how it goes. I'll set the 0 here. So I'm going to set the 0 about a millimeter above the surface of this. This is the lowest part here. So let's go. In fact, I'll set all the zeros there. Oh, do you know what I didn't do? I didn't home it first, did I? So let's home it. Take it up somewhere near and set the home. Way in front of myself. Okay. That'll do. I'll have to get a pendant for this, I think. That's it. Okay, so let's reset the 0 now a ½ millimeter further down. So, and I think I should be all right there then. Okay, a couple of little problems. I'll bring you over the back here so you can have a look. If you notice here, you can barely feel them, but it's about a thou and a half, and it's in the Y direction, like that. X direction is not too much of a problem. So also, there's a hollow here didn't cut, there's a hollow there all the way down that didn't cut. So I thought, okay, I will retram, and I put a thou and a half, an additional thou and a half under the back of the boss here, to square it up, you know, just that little bit more. And if you keep an eye on the DTI here, see it's reading 0 pretty well all the way around. It's not moving very much at all. I mean, in its entirety all the way around, I think it's only 1/100th of a thou. Now, I really, sorry, 1/100th of a millimeter. So I cannot get it any better than that. That's really and truly good enough for a CNC router. You know, you won't get them any better than that. So what I'm going to do now is I will recut this. I won't put you through the pain of videoing the recut, but I'll do it, and I'm only going to take off about 0.25 of a millimeter, and that should be fine. So I'll bring you back in when I've done it. That's better. So, been quite a long one today, but I hope you've enjoyed the video today. If you have, please press like and subscribe to the channel, and if you really want to help the channel out, you could consider becoming a patron to the channel, because it is the patrons that, well, hold this channel together. So patron information is below this video in the video description area. And at this point I would like to thank all the patrons that do contribute to this channel and keep it going. So thank you very much, guys. So I hope you all pop in to see another one of my videos, of which there's now just over 700 videos over 2 channels. So, thank you for joining me, and it's bye for now.